I believe that there is a place for enhanced weaponry that is not magic. And what I mean by this is not a +1 or a +2 greatsword. I'm talking about weapons that have small little tidbits of flavor to them that can be sold as their own weapons for general traders or random merchants that the party seems to have come across. In this video, I give you 5 weapons from the player's handbook that are modified in a way to encourage your players, especially at the lower levels, to want to buy them, but not break the game with high-level magical weapons. A few of the weapons that I mentioned here in this video are actually in play in my weekly ongoing Tales of Octavia campaign. I'll leave a link that in the description, but I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday being our weekly game, so feel free to check that out if you're wanting to see all of these in action. For the first weapon, we have what is called the weighted slasher, and the base weapon is a two-handed great axe where the top part is actually heavier than a normal great axe. It is designed to give you a full momentum swing. This happens once per turn, and the attack rolls are separate. This is especially good against creatures that have pack tactics, like kobolds or goblins, where if you make one swing, you can actually one-shot 2 creatures. The second item I have is called a fine-tuned crossbow, and essentially the string is heavier than a normal crossbow, where you actually have a lot more stopping power in your bolts. This is kind of inspired by like the old school Call of Duties where when you shoot a weapon, one bullet actually hits 2 creatures or 2 people. But with this crossbow, you basically shoot 1 arrow. If you roll a natural 20 and you crit, if there is a creature that is standing directly behind the initially attacked target, half of the damage, meaning the damage that wasn't a crit, would be transferred to the enemy behind the creature. When your map is a funnel and all of the creatures are coming towards you, you shoot this bad boy and you can actually one-shot 2 more people, which is absurd. The third weapon is what I call the sweeper bow staff, and this is kind of inspired by the divinity sweepers in Divinity Original Sin 2. The weapon is made of a thicker material like bamboo or some denser metal, where if you actually hit somebody, it will actually knock them off their feet. So when a monk or a wizard, someone who uses staffs, hits a target, they have to make a dexterity saving throw or become knocked prone and they are swept off their feet. The fourth weapon I have is what I call an extended sling, and I know slings are not really used in any campaign that I've been in, but slings in this case would be really cool because this sling increases your range, not only because of the longer threads, but also you can actually use this as a makeshift melee weapon. You can actually use it as a thicker whip. So if you want to use it like a flail, you can. If you want to try to wrap it around somebody's weapon and try to disarm them, you can. It's a fun tool that has a lot more flexibility, as I would say, compared to the base sling. The last weapon is the whirlwind flail, and it's sort of a charge up weapon where if you hit somebody with a natural 20, they have to make a constitution saving throw or be pushed back 10 feet. It appears the momentum of your flail was so strong that you either knocked them off their feet or you shoved them into a wall and they can't get out of it. The whirlwind flail is probably useful if you run one of those campaigns that does damage a little bit differently. Maybe your whirlwind maybe your flail actually causes this bleeding effect where every turn the flail does maybe a d4 of damage. Just a flail that does more damage over time, that actually crushes their enemies, instead of a flail and, let's say, a mace. Those are 5 weapons that I've homebrewed, modified weapons that don't necessarily break the game, but are super useful for low-level characters. I like the idea of the weapons being modified in a way where it makes them more flexible and they don't actually hold compared to the magic weapons that you give at really low levels. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this helpful and enjoyed this fun little thought experiment with me. If you want to see more of my D&D content, hit the like button and subscribe, because I post new videos at least twice a week, and I hope to see you in a few days, because I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch. Like I said, links down below. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode. So, bye guys.
I'm not in there at the moment.
Yeah, we're both not in there at the moment. I'm down the tavern getting food and drink.
I'm just chilling in my room.
I'm walking up to the room Kate and I share.
As you do so, Libby, you see a group of people standing up from the corner table. You see what appears to be a man with blonde hair, gray blue eyes. He wears black and gold armor, and on the soldier's shoulder pads, you see the familiar symbol of Amistad.
Hello there, nice to meet you.
Libby, daughter of Fell and David.
That would be me.
It's time to bring you home. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.